Built on a 25-ton GVW double-axle chassis is the high-powered suction cum jetting machine model, the Kambi High Flow. The Kambi indeed has a huge appetite. Watch it guzzle away whatever comes in its path of airflow, be it mud, gravel, debris, brickbats, blue metal, sand, grit, silt, clay, or even slurry. In fact, the list is almost endless. The Kambi can suck it all. The Kambi High Flow is primarily designed to carry out desilting of both man entry and non-man entry lines by the use of a high pressure water jetting system and an equally powerful suction capacity. The machine has a host of safety features such as a cyclone, a ball float, a self-cleaning pulse jet filter, a bleed valve, and a vacuum analog sensor, all designed keeping in mind the local operator skills and the hostile local condition. The jetting plant consists of a positive displacement reciprocating pump capable of a flow rate of 390 liters per minute at over 140 bar, demanding an input horsepower of 148 HP. This power is tapped from the engine of the chassis, which in turn is transmitted through a 2000 kg pneumatically operated split shaft PTO. The 1¼ inch dia, 120 meters long sewer cleaning hose, when fitted with the right desilting nozzle, can very effectively desilt sewer lines without even man entry. The vacuum plant consists of a naturally cooled tri-lobe roots blower capable of producing a vacuum of over 500 millibar and a displacement of over 3,500 meter cubes per hour at an RPM of 2050, demanding an input power of 100 horsepower. This roots blower is driven by a 150 horsepower water-cooled stationary engine, and this entire assembly installed on an integrated common base frame. This in turn is mounted on resilient mountings to ensure that the main skid is isolated from vibrations, thereby providing structural support to the entire unit. The engine and both the inlet and the outlet of the roots blower are fitted with special noise abating silencers to ensure noise is always within the allowable limits. These silencers are further isolated from the blower body by stainless steel bellows to ensure a vibration and noise-free installation. The whole vacuum plant is finally housed in a lockable acoustic enclosure. The vacuum plant has a 3-stage filtration system. To begin with, a cyclonic separator, then a ball float assembly, and finally a self-cleaning pulse jet 2-stage stainless steel mesh capable of a 200 micron filtration efficiency. To ensure that the engine always starts on a no-load situation, an hydraulically operated bleed valve is provided, which in turn is interlocked with the engine start circuit to ensure that the starting of the engine is only possible when the bleed valve is in the open position. The engine RPM can be infinitely controlled through a pneumatic actuator which is operated through the control panel fitted at the rear end of the chassis. This control panel also displays all other vital engine performance parameters. Installed on the top of the filter unit is a continuous vacuum analog sensor which mechanically ensures that the vacuum level does not ever exceed the pump's rated capacity. This protects the pump and the engine from any form of overload. This potential vacuum power is transferred to the point of application using a string of 6-inch hoses which are fitted with easy-to-use, airtight, quick-release galvanized steel couplings. To the end of the hose is attached a detachable collection tool which is specially designed to ensure that the system is never ever starved of air even if the tool tip is totally submerged in the job. To ensure optimum utilization of the Kambi, the vacuum plant is connected to an independent chassis mounted collection tank, which is in turn used to transport the collected material to and fro from the point of operations to the point of disposal.